Hello YouTube, Yourtomy here, and this one is a personal blog. I'm going to be sitting down and getting real with you guys for a while, and I just feel like I should explain some things, address some things, address and explain what I'm explaining. Because this is sort of all leading to my last video on why I chose the Xbox, and I don't want you guys to think like it's all about me being a fanboy or anything related to cognitive dissonance or anything like that. It's sort of just like who I am and what I'm aware of and what my limits are and all those things. So here I am explaining why I chose the Xbox. The things that I'm aware of Microsoft right now is that they're doing the worst thing to gamers in gaming history. Quite literally, I think it's the worst thing right now that they're doing to gamers that's ever been done to them. And I know a lot of things that are terrible, but this one, the 24-hour whatever, I don't even know the full story on that. Some people have told me like it's 24 hours and it bricks this console. Now I've read I don't know how many stories on it. I still haven't been told about any bricking, but still 24 hours to play games and have internet, and you have to log into the internet again. At the very least, if it doesn't brick it, this is what it's going to do. You're going to have to log into the internet, sign into Xbox Live, until you can play the games again. Now that is DRM, Digital Rights Management. There's no way getting around that. I mean, if it was truly about being online, they would say you have to be online all the time. But they sort of gave away their strategy by saying 24 hours. I know they probably thought it was being lenient, but no, you sort of just showed everybody your cards at that moment. I mean, you're just screwing over everybody. That's what your whole entire point was. Now they talked about cloud power and all that, but again, if it was about cloud power, it'd always be on. Let's not lie about this. Okay, let's all be serious, let's all be adults. It's not right. They shouldn't require people to do that. I hate that they're doing that. And they aren't letting people do used games, I think, or something like that. Anyway, there's a couple of things that are doing wrong. So yeah, they're a pretty bad company. But am I still going to get the Xbox One? And my answer is yes. I thought about it. I've been angry about it many times. But here's the thing. Xbox One is extremely innovative compared to the PS4. I mean, PS4, better hardware, but it doesn't change the game at all. Has good games, and that's what I have to say about it. But I'm getting the Xbox One because it's innovative. It has a lot of great things. I mean, the more things they show that they're having, I'm like, wow, that's pretty amazing. I want some of that. I can get hype about it a little bit. I'm like, that's amazing. I mean, you guys are terrible, like, nah, da, da, da. You guys are terrible. I want to trust you with my kids. But, hey, you guys got a great product. So, why am I buying from the devil, so to speak? I think it's from my personal experience, to be honest. I've talked about this in my hype and why I take things so objectively. I've seen a lot of negative things in this world, and I've seen a lot of good things in this world. I've seen so much darkness. I've seen the deep core of evil in this world, being it working for ministries and things. I've sort of built up or adapted in a good way to experiencing human evil. Maybe all evil in this sort of sense. Everybody has something bad about them. I have a lot of things bad about me. I know what they are. I have things I don't like about my best friends. Different things. Sometimes the rich, they feel entitled that they're better than the poor. Sometimes the poor say they're entitled to steal things and have addictions. A lot of people have a lot of darkness, and I try to change them. It's part of my job to support them and to support and make their lives better. I can't really change them. That's sort of what they do. But on their own, they do the brunt work. I sort of do the pushing behind, so to speak. So it's that acceptance that people can do terrible things. But once I go beyond it, and I look at the things objectively, I can still enjoy things. And in this, related back to my work, I can hate people. In fact, I might even say I hate everybody. I hate myself. I hate every single person on this planet. But allow me to be a little religious, is through love that I can overcome that hate. I can love everybody. They are the image of God, and I just love being with people. They're great. I've seen the dark things that they can do, and I've seen the great things that they can do, and I can sort of see the light in everybody in a way. So when I see someone doing bad things, I sort of let them take a pass sometimes. I don't let them get away with many things. But in this little complicated scheme, people can say terrible things, but in the end, everybody is good. Everybody. Everybody's human, everybody's an image of God, everybody has been built to do good. Even the most terrible people you can imagine. They can be talked to like civilized people. You can enjoy being with them. I've enjoyed being with some terrible people before. But I find happiness when I'm around them, no matter who you are. So, in this case, Microsoft is being the most terrible company ever in treating gamers this way. But, objectively, their console has more things than PS4. And if I can do what they require, then I'm on board. I'm not really the banner carrier at all for sort of movements. If people can convince Microsoft to change their ways, I'm all for it. I'm happy for you. Go and do it. But I'm not this sort of forceful, I'm going to boycott it. I'm going to say explicit things on every single video about it. That's not me. I'm going to look at the good in people. One of my weaknesses, but also my strengths, is I give people the benefit of the doubt nearly 100% of the time. Now, I have my limits. I might talk about those later, but Microsoft hasn't crossed limits. They aren't forcing people to get their console. They're not forcing people to get the PS4. I know a lot of people say if they want the next generation, they have to get the PS4. But let's look at why you say that. It's because Microsoft is a terrible company in the way they're behaving, but not in the way of their product, and in the way it relates to you specifically. A lot of people have the ability to have the internet. And if you have the internet and you refuse to buy the Xbox One because of their DRM policy, then that's more about a cause than about the console, in a way. And when I don't really feel the need to take up this cause myself. I don't feel the need to deprive myself of a good experience that I can have because someone made me angry. Wrap that up, that's how I'm going to end it. I'm not going to deprive myself because someone made me angry. If I do that, I'm going to deprive everything in my life. Because everybody makes me angry. Everybody can make me extremely furious. Everybody can. Even myself. But to deprive myself because of that emotion and allow that emotion to control my life, I don't think that's healthy. I don't think that's healthy at all. I don't think that's living life to the fullest. And that's my stance about it. I mean, just because someone talks bad to you and then you get angry doesn't mean that you have to go and like deprive yourself. They speak to us terribly. They treat us terribly. But in the end, objectively, it's for the best. And that's what I gotta say. So, anyway, this has been your Toomey asking you, are you ready for the Toomsday? And a few questions. What do you guys think about this video? What's your ideas? What are you getting for the next generation? Do you feel like I do, where the DRM doesn't really affect me, so I'm going to get it? Or are you taking up this cause? It's a noble cause, I'll give you that. But it's not one that I think is really worth fighting. Or one that you can win. If you can win, that's great. So are you getting the PS4 for that cause? Are you thinking of getting the PS4 for the games? Or if you're getting both, which I'm probably going to do eventually, that's also an option. Just tell me what you're doing for the next generation, and I'm signing off. Peace.